So an article I'm seeing people talk about over on Twitter comes from James Gunn kind of taking shots at Marvel. Now it's not really like a shot at Marvel, but it isn't the first time he's done something at Marvel. Little, friendly jabs, but I guess, all good jokes contain true shit. He says Superman's post-credit scene won't repeat Marvel's most annoying mistakes. And I think you kind of know what the mistake is that he's leaning into. I'm going to read this off this phone. Superman director James Gunn has revealed the movie will feature a post-credit scene, but promises the DC feature won't make a frequent Marvel mistake when it comes to the sequence in question. So they go into kind of his philosophy with after credit scenes. He's confirmed, that there is an after credit scene for Superman. We know that. He says, I do love giving back to the audience, so I will try to put something in the end credits for audiences to see because I think it's great. I love my crew and I want you to stick around and see who was a part of it. But he also reveals his philosophy behind the after credit scenes. I did not like when I did in Guardians 2 where we set up Adam Warlock and we set up the Guardians of the Galaxy and we set up all this shit that I didn't necessarily plan on. Well, I guess I kind of planned on fulfilling that promise, but you want to be careful about that. The way a post-credit scene works is a punch to the face like, oh my God, look at this. At times, when you're using it just solely to set something up, sometimes you're screwing yourself over. It was not easy to work Adam Warlock into Guardians 3. I worked with Will and I liked dealing with that character. At the end of the day, was he kind of fitting a weird square peg into a round hole a little bit? Yeah. He also cites an example where he actually pushes back at Marvel where he does not include Thor in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, I mean, the philosophy there is, I believe it's saying like, you want an after credit scene that will pay off, that will set up the next thing, that will not just be kind of lost in the Marvel shuffle. Now, not to be on Marvel, certain things, the perceptions of things that are not really taken well, so there's really no point to continue them. It's kind of like Eternals things and stuff like that, but maybe it's a good thing. I think at first, say DC were to get into the same stage of where Marvel is right now, where, they're pumping out movies every year, 2-3 movies a year, shows, all these different things, comics and everything. I feel like eventually you might get to the point where an after credit scene might not pay off, but let me know what you think of this down below. I think it'll be a lot easier to set up post-credit scenes, after credit scenes now, considering it's the beginning of their universe. But let me know what you think of this down below. Is James Gunn taking shots at Marvel? Maybe he's just doing friendly jabs. Maybe he's just citing things that he's worked on that he didn't really necessarily like, and he wants to, encourage fans who are going to see Superman that it'll be worth it. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below.